G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jack. So, we're back here in the main base, because this episode is going to be a little bit different. We'll get to how it's different shortly. So, science is being held up. It was being held up by yellow science, and to fix that, I just speed beacon the hell out of one corner. I'd like to put more beacons in somewhere, but there's not really place without rearranging inserters. I can't be bothered, to be honest. But blue science is being held up by mining drills. So, blue science needs 3 mining drills per second, and we're making 2.5. So, what we're going to do, first off, I'm going to put prod mods in here, because I want to bring the ratio a little bit closer. There we go. A little bit closer to what it should be, to just squeeze that little bit of efficiency out of the base. But we're still overproducing on gears just slightly. Next thing I want to do is, same thing I always do, is blueprint something to double it. And mirror it. Devs, can we please have a mirroring option? I know it doesn't work with train tracks because they're an odd size, but like I said before, just a simple warning message, hey, when mirroring, it may or may not work correctly. That would do wonders. Alright, we can put those down. One there. This is not going to get... We're not going to be able to... Oh, something's better than nothing. Blueprint you guys. Set you by 1 square. There. Out of iron. That's a new problem. Iron plate, iron plate, iron plate. Well, iron plate 1... which I have no idea where that is. Plate 2, I'm... Coal's getting... Iron 6 is dead. Iron 5 is dead and the biters are cleaning it up for me, bit by bit. Can I share this? Filter for red belt. Be gone. Underground footers as well. Gone, be gone, be gone. That's that cleaned up at least. Steel's empty. I didn't realize that. This one doesn't have robots. That's copper. Train's empty. You're doing iron plate, and you're almost done. That's iron 3. That's iron 2. Now I found out what the problem is. Okay, so the good news is we can start emptying our depots, because they're getting a little bit full. Like, uranium's doing fine, but uranium compresses in such a way because you take in 10 uranium ore to turn it into 1 good or 1 bad uranium. So it compresses. Everything else really, really doesn't. Alright, so let's finish building this. Go fix it. Getting iron in might be a problem. Because I never came back to the problem, let it go. With the attitude of it was doing good enough. And resources were not really a problem. You output to there, and you output to there. You output to there. Got an underground. Out, out. There. Put that there. I know how to solve my problem. This done first. Yup. There. There. Destroy everything. There. No. 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 That one. Move up one tile. Underground. There. Underground. There. That helped. Giant. That's useless. Giant pull off. Version we going for? We're obviously going for this version. Okay. We were meant to change over this version. Get around to doing it, obviously, on the iron belt. Delete that out. And you might have noticed the game is running extra slow. And in a moment, all shall be revealed as to why it's running. Underground from there. Power poles everywhere required. Okay, so now all we need is iron. Which one is you're technically. I want you to go to iron depot out. Full. Iron plate unload. Iron plate unload. Iron depot out. Okay. Like this has to be deconstructed. All the coal technically up. Or we need to transform the station to a coal station. As coal is getting very low, that's probably not a bad idea. Have a robot network? Or construct. You can go to there. Get you to blue, red, underground, splitter. Deconstruct all of that. Same time, let's do all the insert. This is why I love robots, and I love just leaving just a little bit of a network left over. You know, out at each one of these outposts, because it cleans up stuff beautifully for you. Wait, unlock. Copy. You're officially doing nothing. Iron depot out. Handful of bots here. Looks like there's no resources left. There's one piece of iron stick. We're going to exclude that. Exclude any substations. Radar in case I clip one. So that'll pack that one up. That one's almost finished being packed up. That one's being packed up as we speak. This one still has a little bit left to go. As does this. Okay. We're getting there. We're packing stations one. I do have to make sure I leave my train. You're empty. Cool. I've now got 3 trains delivering iron from the depot. That should fix my iron ore problem. When I actually get some plate down here, that'll fix this problem. So that should speed up blue science. Okay, so that's one problem solved. Second problem is, wait for it. Boom. So, this is my creative map, okay? The next thing I really need to work on is I really need to work on a green circuit. Okay, so down here you find this is this is the base. This is the base running. This is a second copy of Factorio I'm currently running on my PC. That's why everything's just a little bit slower. But I need to find out if this works in this combination. Okay? And being its creative mode, like I've placed down unlimited power. I've placed down a void chest. Anything that goes in this chest just disappears off the ether. Play it. We want to try and make sure that we can run these machines at full pace. That's really what we're trying to aim to do, and one of the ways I do it is jumping in creative mode and testing things out. Yeah. So we have a copper cable machine, a green circuit machine. We're doing direct insertion. You'll notice straight away that I actually don't have quite enough machines to run this green circuit machine at full pace. I'm not trying to run it at full pace. I'm just trying to run it as close to as possible. And first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to test if we remove this inserter. And we actually stop bringing in iron. So you can see straight away we're a little bit short on copper cable. So production stats, see how much it dropped. That's going back up. Bills, I want production. But you can see there has been a drop in overall production. So we're trying to work out how much one machine, just one machine, can over a 1 minute average. And then what one machine is actually capable of doing technically. Because we've got to balance out our inserters. You know, it means currently I have removed one inserter, and that's where the new calculation comes from. Now there is also a possibility to remove a second inserter, and then see how that changes things. So over 1 minute, drop off. We're doing 780, call it 780 per minute. And because I'm actually capturing the full screen picture, bring this over. One green machine with one copper insert and is 750 per minute. Okay. We're gonna, and look, I've got plenty of builds in here. This, as I said, this is my test map. This is when push comes to shove and I really need to perfect something. This is where I come to do it. So now we've got 2 inserters. These are rate controlled by the inserter. Only go up to these are rate controlled to put in no more than 200 copper cable, which in theory should never be a problem until green circuits back up, and then there is a chance that they could overload. But on a 5-second, you can see straight away we're up to 9 something. But you really want an average over 1 minute. 1 minute is the best average time to take. because it gives it a chance to stabilize. And as you can see with the one inserter, it was all over the place. So we're just going to wait for this to stabilize. See, 5 seconds says 900. 1 minute says 850. That's really interesting. Wonder why that is. Oh, here we go. Oh, the graph's longer than a minute. Oh, okay, so 920. Okay, well, let's go with 920. We're always taking the lowest figure. That's what we can count on. So, 1 green with 2 copper insertion is 920. So, let's see how good my maths is. Where'd the calculator go? I see it. Where's it hit? Oh, it's hidden behind OBS on the Okay. So we've got 920 divided by 750. Is that right? A 20% increase. 26. Okay. So that means if I go 920 divided by 1.2, it brings us down to, okay, 920 divided by 1.2 brings us down to 730. Roughly where we're looking. Okay, so back to our master calculator. The master calculator says we need 139353 green chips per minute. Okay, so we need to bring the calculator back up. We go 139353 divided by 9. Oh no, that's per second. That's per minute. That's per minute. Okay, so that means at 920 per minute, that's 152 machines. Okay, and then we know we can multiply that by 1.26, get how many machines we need if we're doing it with just one inserter. At 750, and these numbers are rough, per minute, that, per minute, that's 191 machines. Okay, so let's get rid of that for a minute. Get rid of the production stats from, bring this back up. So, and yes, I use lots of Notepad. Notepad's really important to me. No, I don't have Notepad Plus. Am I planning to? Maybe one day. Anyway, so 1 green machine with 1 copper insertion is still 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, there's another. Okay, another design. This inserter up. Okay, so now we need to stabilize that again. So now I've got 1 inserter, but it's doing both copper cable and iron. That's 1 green, 1 copper, shared. Here straight away, this machine's how much slower? We can take a quick number here. 600? Like 550? And all we've done is we're forcing this inserter to do both the copper cable and the iron plate. And that's what's going to cause this to slow down even. So it's a matter of counting how many inserters we're using, etc, etc, etc. So bring your notepad back up. So that configuration uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 inserters. Every combination uses 2 assemblers, so we've got that much. This one uses 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. And that uses 6. So we should really move that one to the top. Actually went to a minute yet. Close. First I need this to clear out. I need the numbers to stabilize. So I had planned to actually do this as a whole separate episode, but I thought, no, you know what? This is important to how these series run, and this is important to actually leave in. So, 580. 580 is the number we're going to go with. 580. What's the original number? Bring the calculator back. I lost it. There we go. Oh, I've got it written on the screen. 139 353 divided by 580 rather is 240 at 580 per minute. That's 240 machines. Okay, so we've got our maths. Now 240 machines is multiplied by 4. 961 inverters. 191 machines is 191 multiplied by 5 is 955 inserters. And 152 multiplied by 6 is 152 machine is 912 inserters. Okay, so there are our 3 numbers. So from this exercise, we've learnt straight away having extra inserters per build means less assembly machines total. And on the grand scheme of things, to make the number we require on a per minute basis, actually ends up with 40 inserters less. And almost 100 assembly machines, at least 90. Right? I don't know whether it's actually going to make any builds smaller. Quite possibly not. Right? But we will see. Now, the question is there any other combination of build that works? How many? See if I can. I just want that. Just that much. And because it's creative mode, yes, it's quick and things instantly. I admit I'm gonna forget, but if somebody wants a link to creative mode, left in the description, leave a comment and I will find the damn link, drop it in for you guys. It is available on the mod portal, and for testing things, it's very handy. In saying that, actually the Factorio has its own built-in sandbox mode. Yeah, sandbox mode, which is just as good if. Okay, so we want that, I want power. It has interesting items like that. That's one substation, and you see it does the whole screen's worth of power. So it does have little convenience things like that, but overall, yeah. I'll request a chest. much are we requesting in? 100. Normally it should be around this. Yeah. 480 for 1 minute of production. Oops. Okay. So that's a 12 build. But we only have one insert. If I cut that, that'll die. That means I'm going to get 44 cable per second from here to here. That's going to be our downfall. But I don't know what blueprints are. They didn't really claim this. Let's put that on. So this isn't quite full 12 beacon because I had to remove one. Just to get crap out and in fast enough. But if we remember, okay, so this one has an output of 20 per second. This one's got an output of 15 per second. Because it's obviously extra speed module. Now, is it running at full pace? No, we're not getting iron in fast enough. Let's take that, put that there. So now we're bringing in iron in 2 spots. I don't think that'll actually help. Iron. 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 The new question, why requesting iron for dedicated that are moving iron? Does that fix the issue? I'm going to go with yes. That definitely looks fixed. Okay, so now we've got a whole new build. So, 1 green machine with 2 copper version and 1 iron. But is I don't know how many. I'm not going to know how many on that. Calculate it. And I don't know how many on that until I calculated it. So, production, 1 minute. Not quite stable yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. But it does look like that's 1.2k. That does look impressive. Considering our next best is 920. If it is 1.2k, this looks like the build we're going to get. Actually, it also means if I can hard cap those 2 chests. Plain old inserters. Removing that circuit condition actually is less strain on the build and the computer and more UPS. We're talking fractions of a fraction here. But if it's a build that I'm going to duplicate 150 times, fraction of a fraction of a fraction adds up. But that's going flat out. That hasn't missed a beat. Oh, copper. Ooh. Maybe we can't get copper cable out for 44. We should. We should get copper cable out faster. Because each one of these bad boys moves 27.7. Oh no, we're actually slightly negative. So we're actually not quite producing enough copper cable per second to keep up with it. There you go. Whereas in the reverse, it's actually, yeah, it's always slightly reversed. We need slightly more than 1 machine. But normally you can't get it out in fast enough. It looks like, well, out in fast enough without adding extra inserters. Okay, either way, we've got a number. The number is 1.1k. Can we get that narrowed down to a more exact number? Not really. Okay. Get back to here. Is 1100 per minute. I can work it out better with a circuit network, but I can't be bothered at the moment. 139353 divided by 1100 equals at 1.1100 per minute. That's 126 machines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inserters. 7 inserters. On a little bit. Oh. Okay. There's 126 machines. 126 point blah multiplied by 7 equals 126 machines is 886 inserters. Okay. We've got an even better build. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to duplicate the hell out of this build. There's no merit to taking out that speed beacon? No. And we know because this is almost a carbon copy of our steel build, it means we can get 2 of these long before then we've got to start going sideways. So the good news is, we'll take a blueprint, copy, export, okay. Blueprint, export, copy, okay. Save that as green. Get testing. Quick game. Exit. Boom! Back to original Factorio. Okay. Blueprints. Import blueprint string. Paste. We now have green circuit build. Which we know we need. Where's our notepad? We know we need 126 machines. 126 green assembly machine. Which is a lot. What are you running now? Still not enough of... You're running pretty... not at all. That would probably... Got no gears. Really? Jaded. Alright, hopefully that fixes that problem. In the meantime, we need to go find somewhere we can copy and paste the hell out of our new build. Jump in the building train. Nope, that's the wrong building train. That's a solar train. This is the building train. We're going to go to Z2. Which does not have any room. We're going to build it here, it looks like. Then we're going to start landfilling the hell out of this crap. Down here. Yes, I haven't done anything about the intersection from hell. One thing I can do. Yeah, robots carry cliff explosives. Clean up some of the nature. Nature that's around the bay. So we can live with that. Alright, we're going to pick up that. We're going to send you back to outpost so you're out of everybody's way. Oh, shit. Hey, still here. Over here. I choose these busy lines. Actually be better if I put this line's quiet. The only thing running on this line is solar. Like 5 different iron trains on that line. This is a train. Okay, so we're gonna bring a train to Z2. I'm gonna bring the landfill train to Z2 because I'm gonna start landfilling crap in. And now we've got a green circuit build. I'm actually going to build it in rev. Hope that's a problem I can... Actually. You requesting 400. You to be requesting. Okay. Now let's click all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. Right, you can go back to Outpost. Drag that down. That and landfill train. 145 landfill. That's not. Actually, got a blueprint. It now. Bulldozed. Not even gonna see it coming. Okay. So that would be a build. Copy. Oh, power. Power would be important. If I put a substation in there. Substation there. Okay. Now we'll duplicate it. Should start with a train. I want to... I actually want to copy... Because it's as funky as this build is. They should line up. Where's that? I hate the fact that the inventory rearranges. Even more when I misclick. Just kill it all. You just wait. Trains, you can just... I am the supreme leader of this map. You can be patient. Alright, so that goes there. That goes there. Goes there. I just want to clear my inventory a little bit. They can stay as... Technically, just swap them out for steel chests. That needs... I have to redo the book. Okay. Stop moving shit. Here's the halfway point. Another stamp. Alright, now my inventory is a little bit more empty. We'll just landfill just a tiny bit. Right, boss, you'll catch up. And then I'll use my blueprint to cover everything, just in case there's a tiny bit of land missing, the tiny bit of water I left over. You can bugger off. Alright, done. Let's look at those little bits that I've missed. Go to the bot pickup game. Okay. Okay. Get everything else placed. Rip up all the wildlife. Can't have that in our builds. Why is there a... Oh, it's that gap. Gap's actually meant... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the half. There. Come on, autosave. Alright, so I just looked at how long this episode's gone. And I'm going to call it here for this episode. I'll bring back next episode after this is finished built. And we'll go through a bit more of what needs to be done. Along with then trying to work out. So, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed that little behind the scenes look at creative mode and one of the many tools I use to try and get builds done. In fact, this is the first time I've used creative mode for this whole scenario. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Thoughts, questions, comments, anything you want to know about creative mode, especially if you want me to actually link to the mod rather than just go into the mod portal and type in creative mode. Yeah, down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.